Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. Christine Baumgartner, Kevin Costner's ex-wife, started moving her personal items into her $40,000 per month Santa Barbara property on Friday. The designer, 49, who recently asked for a payout of $885,000 to cover legal costs, filed for divorce from the actor, 68, who plays Yellowstone, earlier this year in May, citing April 11 as the date of separation. After being told to leave their $145 million California complex, the mother of three moved into the new temporary opulent rental home. She has previously complained that the new residence isn't suitable for her family. The spacious house notably sits on 1 acre of land and has an assortment of amenities, such as a jacuzzi, and is also located next to a wooded hiking trail. A large truck and movers were seen parked outside of the residence as they started to unload Christine's furniture and other items. Christine had argued in a recent court hearing with her ex, Kevin, also in attendance, that the Oscar winner's beachfront mansion was far more superior to her own $40,000 a month rental. While the home has 4 bedrooms, picturesque gardens, custom-designed interiors, a swimming pool, and a pool house, she explained that guests would still have to go to the main home to use the shower. Baumgartner claimed that in the rental home, her 2 sons would have to share a bathroom, while her daughter will share hers with the house. During the course of their nearly 19-year marriage, the Dances with Wolves star and his estranged wife welcomed children, Caden, Hayes, and Grace. New York-based family law expert Brett Ward of the Matrimonial and Family Law Practice Group at Blank Rome told DailyMail.com, technically, comparable lifestyle means what the judge in any case says it means. But the general concept was put in place to ensure that the children do not experience vastly different lifestyles when with each parent, the big home versus the 1-bedroom apartment. He continued, the concept was not created to ensure total parity between the living conditions. It is in place to limit the disparity between them. What Christine is saying is that the current order of $129,000 a month is insufficient for her to match Kevin's lifestyle. She is doing a direct comparison of what he has versus what she can now afford, and of course is coming up short because he is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The designer notably had been temporarily awarded monthly child support of $129,000 and had requested the number to be raised. However, a judge slashed the monthly amount to $63,000 a month allowance. At the time of the ruling, a separate source informed DailyMail.com that Christine is shocked. She said even Kevin looked shocked. Everyone looked shocked. To say Christine is disappointed is an understatement. She described the ruling as a complete joke. After a 2-day hearing in court, the exes took the stand to offer their own sides in regard to what they thought was a reasonable amount for child support, as well as their future plans. During Christine's time on the stand in a Santa Barbara courthouse, she admitted she had intentions to go back to school and also get a job, per People. I will look into the steps I need to take and any schooling I need to do, and I will enter the workforce, she stated while explaining ways she intended to support herself following the couple's tumultuous split. Following the child support cut, Christine has now asked for a hopping $885,000 to cover legal fees in the latest update in the former couple's divorce proceedings. Baumgartner has already received more than $400,000 to pay the costs of her legal battle with the actor, DailyMail.com can reveal. The mother of 3 is presently engaged in a legal battle with her ex over a new judgment of $855,000 to cover costs for the former couple's future trial about the continued enforceability of the prenuptial agreement they signed 18 years ago. Baumgartner has sought for $1.26 million, which would be the staggering sum of $575,000 for her attorneys John Riddell and Susan Wiesner, and $280,000 for her forensic accountant Jill Bombino. But documents obtained by DailyMail.com reveal Baumgartner has so far already received $405,000 in legal, attorney, and forensic accounting fees, disbursed in July this year. In an excoriating legal filing lodged in court in Santa Barbara, California, on Tuesday, Costner's attorney, Laura Wasser, hit back at the whopping request, describing the fees as inflated and saying that it would be unconscionable for the Yellowstone star to be made to pay. Disso Queen Wasser also accused Baumgartner of being unreasonable and said her constant legal maneuvers, the majority of which have failed, have inflated costs for both parties. After receiving $405,000 in fees, including an award of $300,000 in legal fees, $200,000 in attorney's fees, and $100,000 in forensic accounting fees on July 12, and removing $105,000 for fees from Kevin's accounts, Christine is back requesting another fee award, Wasser writes in the filing. This time, she requests a hopping award of $885,000, $575,000 in attorney's fees, and $280,000 in expert costs, just to prepare for the November/December bifurcated trial on one issue, whether the spousal support waiver in the parties' premarital agreement, PMA, is unconscionable as of today. When the numbers are so large, it is easy to lose perspective of the actual value of these numbers. The new spat comes less than 2 weeks after a 2-day evidentiary hearing over child support ended with Baumgartner having her payments slashed from $129,000 per month to $63,000. At the moment, Christine is entitled to a lump sum of $1.5 million and a year's worth of mortgage payments on a new property worth up to $1 million. She also wants to have her prenuptial agreement overturned so she may get alimony. Baumgartner was forced to make a $14,000 payment last week after Judge Thomas Anderl chose to punish her for failing to adequately respond to Costner's legal team's questions.